Hello.
This is David Schnever, Chase Card Services Executive Office on a recorded and monitored line. You have a few moments to follow up with me.
I do.
Okay, excellent. Okay, I understand that, and I will be happy to take ownership of the situation. I will do a very, very thorough review of everything that has happened. I've reviewed everything that we have on file, and we'll see what we can do from there.
That would be fantastic. What I'll do is, since I'm unfortunately not in front of my computer right now, I will attempt to call you back later tonight. I realize you probably won't be there, and leave the specific message that I'm referring to in which I fulfilled the requirement as laid out to me by your own representative, and direct you specifically to that secure message that I sent with that information, so that that can be the pinnacle of your research in terms of having this resolved a little more quickly.
I appreciate that won't be necessary. Everything I will use for this research is will be provided by our secure messaging group and our disputes department. So they will send me every single contact.
No, I absolutely understand that. I just want to make sure that you're more than welcome to review everything, and I encourage you to do so. But just to direct you and highlight the particular correspondence, which, in my opinion, clearly settles the matter.
So when we last spoke, that was on the 9th, I advised you that I'd be happy to look through the tent. I'd look into your concerns with our disputes department, review everything in detail, see if we have a way to dispute this further, or if we can find a way to pay it. So over the past week, I've been going back and forth with the disputes department to review the situation. And the issue we had was with your, what we call a second opinion letter, stating what the original merchant did incorrectly. Aside from being, I believe it was in check, it's not what our disputes department would consider a valid second opinion letter. The merchant would have to directly state what the original merchant did incorrectly. They have to specifically call them out on what they did wrong. So our disputes department has advised me that we did not receive a dispute second opinion letter that we could use to validate your claim that the original merchant had incorrectly performed actions and damaged your property.
I'm sorry, I really didn't understand a word of what you're saying. Are you saying I didn't provide something, or are you saying the merchant didn't provide something, or who are you saying didn't provide something?
Bear with me just a moment, please. Okay, so basically, your case was Panasonic. We were trying to say the merchant made a billing error. Sorry, there's a lot of notes. Let me get caught up one more minute, please.
Sure.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at the wrong page of notes. So regarding your Panasonic transaction,
Whenever I contact you, I ask you to specifically review a phone recording with one of your agents who told me um, that due to the refund policy not being provided, that your company would be able to handle this matter for me. Could you please specifically respond to that?
and I looked, and I could not find any phone call. Can you give me the
Oh, I'm
exact...
sorry. I specifically gave you a transcript of it, and I specifically said I would be able to provide you with a recording of it, and that you guys should even have your own recording of it because you guys record all your calls. So I'm curious why you'd call me and tell me that this case has already been decided again, and yet you haven't even requested that again from me.
Well, we can't use your recording. I was trying to find our own. So what was the date and the time of the call? Do you know what number you dialed?
This is ridiculous. Honestly, this is absolutely ridiculous. So you're telling me that you can't use a recording that I made, yet you guys can't even find a recording of the calls that I've made to your place that you guys record. Is that what you're telling me?
Of a call where you... Well,
Well,
I mean,
you have told me that you and your staff have done a comprehensive review of this. And now you're telling me that you haven't been able to find this phone call or have not looked for it. So please actually clarify which that is.
So a phone call where somebody promised you that it would be resolved.
Yes, and I specifically directed you to that and gave you a transcript of the call, partial transcript of the call. So you've said you've done a comprehensive review of this, or your company has done a comprehensive review of this, and now you're telling me that you either did not look for that call or could not find it. I would appreciate you telling me which it is at this point. Did you not look for it, or did you not find it?
I did not find a call which somebody promised you unequivocally that this would be resolved in your favor.
Okay. So did you find the call in which the partial transcript that I provided was in?
No.
Okay. So clearly, then if you're saying you were not able to find that call, Chase has a bigger problem here with its record keeping. I will be happy to get you the date and time of that call and the name of the customer service representative so that you can go back and correct your mistakes. Because this is getting absolutely ridiculous. As well, you haven't responded to why your customer service reps refused to provide me with a copy of my cardholder agreement. Would you like to answer that now, please?
I did not see that being part of your concern, but
it was in the letter it was either in the letter or the voicemail that I wrote you. After you contacted me, I promised you that I would tell you specifically where to look to find the definitive information as to concentrate on. And you assured me, no, you don't need to provide that. I'll look at everything. Well, apparently that didn't happen.
You weren't very satisfied with their review that I was providing to you, so I did advise that I would do more research on a few topics that you wanted to have addressed, such as the phone call from the 18th, and several questions you sent via letter to our disputes department. So I was calling you back to follow up on those items. Excuse me. No, actually what I said was today I'm calling you back because I've reviewed some of the items.
Right. That is what you said, but before that, you said that you had gone back and reviewed what your team had reviewed. Whereas before you had said you had done a comprehensive review. So which is it? I mean, your story keeps changing every time. And like you said, your company is recording this call. I'm recording this call. I mean, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, see, now you're not given permission to record this call. I cannot continue this call unless you agree that you're not recording the call.
Why is that?
Well, if you're going to be recording a phone call, you must get permission.
No, you don't. If you're in areas of the country where the law doesn't provide for that, I don't have to tell you that.
Okay. Well, secondly, then, policy of this department that we're not going to continue this phone call if you're going to be recording the phone call.
But yet you want to record the phone call. So why is that?
I'm not going to debate Chase policy with you, sir.
Okay, please provide me the phone number and contact of someone who I can discuss this properly with.
All right, that would be your office. Unfortunately, we're not going to discuss the issue with you on recording phone lines if you're recording.